Morning friends. So today we will be discussing about NSC option writing strategies of algoways. So we will discuss certain parameters which will help the subscriber or the people who want to trade on these strategies to make a conscious decision as to which strategy one should deploy. We will discuss various parameters which are important from the subscription point of view, what is the maximum drawdown as per the backtest report, what is the maximum number of days in which loss happens, that is consecutive losing days, uh, what is the start timing, and what is the number of trades per day and all. So these are the basic parameters which anyone see before deploying any strategy. So let us get started. So algoways in total has around 15 strategies. These are the summary of the strategy. So 7 strategies are purely Bank Nifty option writing strategy. 3 are Nifty writing strategies, and 1 strategy is for Fin Nifty, and 4 strategies are such which has Nifty and Bank Nifty, that is both the indices as option selling into that. So we'll briefly go with all the strategies, and then we'll see what could be the right combination depending upon the margin and the risk appetite of a person. So AW01, let us start with AW01. This strategy is an index strategy which trades Nifty as well as Bank Nifty option writing into it. This is one of the oldest strategy of algoways, running from around 14-15 months on marketplace. So the strategy needs around 3 lakhs of margin. It has 1 counter per day. In fact, all the strategies of algoways now has 1 counter per day. Earlier there were some strategies which were running on multiple counters, but the issue with multiple counters in TradeTron is that we were not able to limit the loss for the day, because in TradeTron we don't have any function which can see the PNL of the previous counter and take a decision to stop the trading for the day if a certain amount of loss has been reached. So the loss was open and unlimited in multiple counter strategies in TradeTron. So that has been stopped now. So in AW101 we have a daily stop loss of 3650. Maximum drawdown as per backtest has been 12,500, and the win rate is 66%, which is quite good. Anything above 60% in a consistent way on long run is a good win rate in option writing. Even if we have 1:1 risk reward ratio in terms of stop loss and target. Average number of trades is 9, that is buy plus sell, so which is quite reasonable and less. Consecutive losing streak. This parameter is very important from the psychology point of view of a trader, because we generally tend to switch the strategies if we see 2-3 days consecutive losing streak, but that is a bad habit actually. We should stick to the strategy knowing well how much maximum number of consecutive days it can reach to. And pre-expense ROI of this strategy is around 65%. What do I mean by pre-expense ROI? That is the gross PNL of 65%. We have to subtract so many other things from this to arrive at a net return. So this strategy can be done as a standalone strategy. So there are 2 categories of algoways strategies. One is the strategy which can be done as a standalone strategy. Like somebody, if he wants to do one strategy, he can do that strategy also. He can do that strategy as a standalone strategy. There are other strategies which are not recommended to be done as a standalone strategy. Like somebody, if he wants to deploy only 1 or 2 strategies, so he shall not be doing those strategies. The other strategy which are non-standalone strategy will work well on a portfolio basis on a large amount. So when to understand this better, like somebody if he has 40 lakhs of margin, he shall only deploy the strategies which are mentioned under the strategy which can be done as a standalone strategy. Any margin above 40 lakhs or 50 lakhs, we should explore the other strategy which are non-standalone strategy. So those strategies will help the DD curve and the equity curve to get smoothened. So I will be only discussing the strategies which can only be done by anybody, whether he is doing single strategy or 40 lakhs, 50 lakhs kind of margin. And beyond that, of course, it will be preferred that we deploy all the 15 strategies if the margin is above 50 lakhs. So second strategy in this category is AW102. The strategy works on Bank Nifty, straddle or strangle on particular days. The margin requirement, of course, is known 3.5 lakhs for this strategy. Counter is again 1. Daily risk in this strategy, daily stop loss is 4,000 and maximum drawdown what has been seen is 12,000 rupees. The win rate of this strategy is quite high, that is 71%. Number of trades, average number of trades per day is 11. Consecutive losing streak is 4 in this strategy. So the losing streak is less, number of trades is reasonable, and the success rate is 71%, which is quite high. The pre-expense ROI in this strategy is 87%, which is reasonably high. In fact, I will say very high, 87% per annum. Of course, minus we have to minus from this the slippages and the expenses. So this strategy is very good, and the strategy starts with two straddles or the strangles from the very beginning of the day. Okay, like I have some strategy which don't start with the full margin in the very start. Instead, the margin, some margin will be entered before 9:30, and some positions will be taken depending upon the market reaction based on the first entry. So this strategy is very good and can be done as a standalone strategy. Next, we will go to strategy number AW103. This strategy is Nifty and Bank Nifty strategy. The entry is not in one go. So, but this strategy is not recommended to be done as a standalone strategy. So, we will not spend much time on it. I will share this Excel sheet and all the data in my Telegram channel also. So, anybody can see about all the strategies. But here we are discussing only the strategies which can be done by anyone as a standalone or a portfolio level if the margin is up to 40 lakhs. AW104 is a Bank Nifty option writing strategy needing the margin of 1.7 or 1.75 lakhs. Counter is again 1. Stop loss is 3,000 and the MDD has been 13,500. Win rate quite good, 66%, and consecutive losing trade is 5. Number of trades is 9, and again this also has a very good pre-expense ROI of 72%. The strategy can be done as a standalone strategy. AW105 again trades in Nifty and Bank Nifty straddle with a stop loss of 3,500. The MDD has been 10,000. Success or win rate is 67%, which is good. Number of trades are high in this strategy, 18, but it is in acceptable limit as far as the expenses and the brokerage is concerned, because that depends upon the number of trades. Consecutive losing trades are 5, and pre-expense ROI is 69%. This strategy also can be done as a standalone strategies. Then we'll move to AW107. 107 also, like AW101, is one of the oldest strategies running from 15 months on AlgoWays. Strategy has 3650 has the stop loss. See, all the strategies which are index strategies, basically Nifty and Bank Nifty, their stop loss will be around 3500 to 3600 in all the strategies. Strategies which are only of Bank Nifty and have entry of all the margin in one go, they will have slightly higher stop loss up to 4000 or 4200 also in one case. The strategies which are only of one index like Nifty or Bank Nifty also will have stop loss of about 3000. So all the strategies of AlgoWays has a stop loss from say 2850 to 4200 depending upon the index it has and depending upon the nature of the strategy. So AW107 has little higher MDD, but I am recommending this because it is running with me for last 15 months, and if a strategy has been able to sustain such a long period without doing much damage, then it is good, because 20,000 is around 6% of the margin deploy, and we can expect that 6% DD will happen in a single strategy at some point of time in the long run. So that is acceptable. We have win rate of 69% and 68% is the pre-expense ROI. So all good for this strategy to be deployed as a standalone. AW110. See, this strategy has been with us for quite some time, but this has undergone certain changes in last 2 to 3 months because it was not performing well for a consistent period of time. So we don't like change the strategy on a knee-jerk reaction when it goes in DD or have some consecutive losing days. It is given sufficient time to recover its DD and see if it is doing. It was not doing, so the strategy was has undergone certain changes, and it has been doing good since then. In fact, if you see the drawdown is only 7500. This is as per the backtest of the new logic. Win rate is 72% on very higher side, and number of consecutive losing trade also is only 4, which is very good, and 95% is the pre-expense ROI. So we have to see this strategy how it performs in long run, because the new logic is not very old. So we should not go very heavy on this strategy as well, but yes, this can be done and looked from the point of view of deploying as a standalone strategy. We have another two strategies of AlgoWays, 118 and 121, which also can be done as a standalone strategy. Both are Bank Nifty strategies with two lots. 118 enters with one lot, and then second lot comes in depending upon the market behavior after first entry and depending upon the volatility. इसका स्टॉप लॉस थोड़ा ज़्यादा है 3850, बट द MDD इज रीजनेबल. MDD इज ओनली 11,000, 65% win rate, 16 trades per day, and the most important thing is consecutive losing trades of 4, which is good. Psychologically it helps people to sustain with the strategy for long run, and of course it has average 65% kind of pre-expense ROI, and this can be deployed as a standalone strategy as well. AW121 is again a Bank Nifty strategy, and it works on two lots again. In this also the entry is staggered. Okay, both the lots will not enter in same go. They may have some time gap depending upon time or depending upon the market movement. Again, these parameters are quite similar to A118, which is 65% win rate, 12 numbers of trades per day, 6 consecutive losing days, and it in fact this has given these 6 days in February also in live trading as well. 6 consecutive days were there, and we were around say 16,000-17,000 kind of drawdown in this strategy. 67% is the pre-adjusted ROI. So this strategy can be looked from the standalone deployment point of view. So these are total 8 strategies which are recommended which can be done as a standalone single strategy as well at the portfolio level. More than 40 lakhs margin, we have to look the strategies beyond these 8 strategy, and they can be deployed accordingly. Now, if we see the total margin requirement for all the 15 strategies, 43.05 lakhs. And if we add up all the daily stop losses, which comes to 52,000, it means that if all the strategies hit the maximum stop loss on a given bad day, we can have a loss of 52,400. But that is not going to happen anytime, because we have different logic of all the strategies. Some are semi-directional, some are directional, and the behavior and the entry time of all the strategies are different. So it will never happen that all the strategy will hit the maximum stop loss on same day, and we have seen this practically as well. So this 52,400 rupees loss on 43.05 lakhs margin is never going to happen. As per the practical experience of mine, we have seen that around 60% of this maximum risk per day only can be reached on a given bad day also. So 52,400 into 0.6, that is 31,440. So what we mean to say is that if somebody is deploying the entire portfolio or the highlighted portfolio of these 8 strategies, we are not likely to see more than 31,440 of stop loss for the day, or for this much risk for the day on 43 lakhs. So which comes to how much percentage? Let us see. 31,440 divided by 43 lakhs. So it is 0.73%, which is acceptable. It has been practically seen also that on any given bad day, the loss never goes beyond 0.7-0.8% unless there is a heavy slippages. And this is not applicable for strategy level or single strategy level. It will be applicable for a portfolio of strategies where we are at least deploying 5 strategies. So if somebody is deploying one strategy and each strategy has a stop loss of 1 to 1.25% per day, so in that case the loss of course will be 1.2% on a given day if the deployment is for 1 or 2 strategies. Otherwise, at portfolio level, we should not be worried because our maximum risk will be 0.73%, or let us say 0.8% of the deployed margin. In same way, when we talk about the long-term DD, if we add the DD of all the strategies and see, we have 2,19,000 of DD. But that again is not going to happen because every strategy has its own drawdown period, and it is highly unlikely that all the strategies will go into drawdown period at the same time, depending, because the nature of the strategies are different. So in this also we can safely see that around 0.6% of this maximum DD is going to be the realistic DD in long run. So it comes to 1.31 lakhs on 43 lakhs, which makes it 2%. So we can say safely that the maximum DD on a long run at the portfolio level will not exceed 2%, and it has never exceeded 2% since 2020 on algo-based strategies. Never at any given point of time or any bad phase, the DD at portfolio level, very important. I am not saying about strategy level. Strategy level we have DD even 5-6% also. Strategy level we can have DD up to 10% also. But on a portfolio level, we have not had the DD beyond 2% till now, and it is not likely to breach also this level. So this is what about the DD and the risk parameters on daily basis as well as on long run MDD. Now, if we see, we are at average of 68% pre-expenses ROI, if you see the average level on portfolio. But that is not going to come in your account or our account, because we have to take account of various expenses and the slippages. So what are the things which we have to consider from the gross P&L to be deducted? slippages, brokerages, taxes and other charges like transaction tax, stamp duty and all. We have a TT subscription also. TT subscription cost as well. It is not much because it can be done with the Retail Plus plan nowadays. So we can, all the portfolio can be deployed with Retail Plus plan. And then there will be a profit sharing with the creator, which a subscriber has to shed. So these are all the expenses. You may add other expenses if I am missing something from this, but I think all are covered. So if we consider all these expenses and slippages, very conservatively, we can take even 30% reduction from the gross profit which you are considering of 68%. So if we take around 70% of this gross profit, so around 47% still we can gain per annum, which is very good. I will further take a safety factor. Let us assume that it is 40%. 40% return also on a portfolio level with less drawdown and risk is very good. Let us say 40%. So this is very good return, and even if we take the income tax out of it, if we have to pay full highest percentage of income tax of 33% from this, still we will be ending up with 28 to 30% on net basis, paying all government levies, income tax, everything. And that is the only thing which makes intraday trading, option writing trading much viable, because if we are not able to generate 30-35% kind of return after all the expenses, then it is not worth putting so much efforts in the market, like watching the screen, taking the volatility risk, having the mental issues because of intraday movements, drawdown period and all. So unless we are able to generate 30 to 35% on net basis after all expenses, it is not worth taking pain and expenses and mental disturbance for intraday trading. Another point I wanted to just emphasize that in algo-based strategies, we don't enter in one go in all the strategies. So this is the breakup where some strategy will fully enter before 9:30, some strategy will fully enter after 9:30. There will be some strategies which will be partially entering before 9:30 and partially after 9:30. This is to mitigate the risk of having the initial volatility in the market, and to have the time diversification between the strategy or within the strategy also in some case, like you can see in AW103 and 106 and so on. So if we see in total, out of 43 lakhs margin, we are entering 50% before 9:30 by the very nature of the strategies, and 50% before after 9:30. So this makes it, it will definitely reduce or smoothen the profit curve, because it's a very catch-22 situation. Nobody knows if entering at 9:15, 9:16, 9:17 will help on a given day, or the late entry will help. Sometimes early entry and market just jumps up down, and it takes the stop losses in the very first 10-15 minutes. And some other day when market is calm for the first half an hour, people who are entering at 9:15, 9:16 up to 9:20, they will have better theta decay as long as the market keeps staying calm throughout the day. So we cannot make a judgment on the strategy based on that parameter. So the effort of AlgoWays has been to have a diversified entries as well. So that is it. That's all from my side. I have mentioned the entry time as well here. So that is one thing which people ask. Another point I wanted to tell that about TSL, there are some certain questions about trailing stop loss. See, in AlgoWays strategy, we don't have any trailing stop loss, because it has been seen that on a long run the trailing stop loss does not help. It's detrimental to the performance of strategy. Of course, on Thursdays, where the reversal of PNL is quite quick, we put the stop loss, trailing stop loss, and sometimes it works in favor, sometimes it not, but it averages out. But still, because we have to sustain the low premiums and high volatility on expiry days, we use the trailing stop loss, different for different strategies and not for all the strategies as well. So the trailing stop loss on daily basis is not there. On Thursdays, yes, for some strategies. That is all from my side, friends, and if there is any question based on whatever we have just explained here, you can connect directly with me, or you can put your query in the Telegram channel of AlgoWays. I will be happy to clarify if there is still any doubt. If you feel that strategies are doing good and it can be useful for somebody known to you, you can share the link of this YouTube channel. Also subscribe the YouTube channel and press the bell icon so that you get notification for the next video. And I'll be more regular on posting the videos on YouTube about the strategies, general trading mentality, and few topics related to that. And I'll keep those videos very short, 3 to 4 minutes video. You can see the YouTube shorts. That's it from my side. I wish you all the best for the new financial year. A happy time and with your family, and a very good time on trading. So I wish you all the best, and thank you all. Thank you for your time.